Hello, welcome to a side LP. This is Kenshin1913 along with my special guest Let's Player, GhostyFilms. We're going to be playing Mega Man 3. We're each going to do 4 robot bosses. He's going to start off with Hard Man. You going to say anything, buddy?
Hello. For this episode, I'm going to try and beat Hard Man without any weapons.
Yeah. The no weapons challenge. Well, I'm gonna use the weapons the game gave me to beat Shadow Man. Basically, we've already decided who we're taking on. I'm taking on Shadow Man, Spark Man, Needle Man, and Magna Man. No,
I'm doing Magna Man.
And Gemini Man. Yes.
You're doing the guys in the corners.
Yes. As you can see, Dan is you gotta take out the guy with the green eye. Well, red eye, but he's a green fella. Some fancy music we got here. Mega Man 3 is probably the only other Mega Man game that I can... Oh, you gotta kill them monkeys there. Mega Man 3 is probably the only game I can beat without using Game Genie. This one and Mega Man 2. Oh, you just nearly escaped Monkey Man there.
One thing I like about this game, this is the first game that they have the slide ability.
Yeah, I like the slide too. It helps move things along.
And also, it kind of makes the fights more interesting and like more exciting because the slide, they designed a lot of the fights around the slide, like and you really have to use it to you know, escape at the last minute and dodge really quickly.
Yeah. And
it really adds a lot to the fights, whereas like in Mega Man 2 you were just like standing on one side and shooting at each other. And
Now these guys, obviously, you gotta shoot in their heads there. Oh, he's picking up an energy tank. We decided too not to use the code to start off with 9 energy tanks right off the bat. Which normally I do because I suck at these types of games. But we decided not to. Oh, we got a new boss in this game. This is Proto Man. In some of the levels, you gotta fight him halfway through.
There's a trick to doing this. I just can't seem to get it. Basically, you jump over the first 2 shots, and then when you land, you slide under him. I just can't seem to be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many hits it takes to beat him either. But after that, he blows up a portion of the ground. Yeah, we're making pretty good time here. Oh, this guy's always been a pain. I think you could use Hard Knuckle on him. Here's the first boss, Hard Man. Can Dan take him out? Oh, you gotta jump at that. You can jump at that part. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because the screen freezes anyways. Uh-oh, Dan might get massacred by Hard Man. There's no shame in using your energy tank. Oh.
Alright, take 2.
No, there's no take 2 here. We're just gonna keep going through. Hard Man, the second try. I've been watching Newfie Banga's, he does robot bosses where he does them without getting hurt at all. It's awesome. It's pretty cool. Not his idea, but it's still pretty cool. He goes through like all the bosses. And I requested Needle Man and he did that one. That was pretty cool.
Shooting in the wrong direction.
Are you gonna be able to beat him?
Normally I can, it's just like, oh, I'm screwing up. It's gonna be close. I think I can get him.
Excuse me. See, our buddy Ghosty or Dan or whatever, he's using the keyboard. I'm gonna be using a PS2 controller. I find keyboards very difficult to use when you're playing an action game, platformer.
I just use the keyboard because I haven't really owned a video game system in a long time, and all the computer games I've played, I've used either the keyboard or the mouse.
Oh, so we got a new power-up, Hard Knuckle. Woo! Stage select. I think you got enough time to take on old Top Man. Now, if Dan wasn't playing this, I would use Top Man's Hard Knuckle to pound. Hard Man's Hard Knuckle to pound Top Man to death.
I use regular guns to beat Hard Man, but normally you'd use Magnet Man.
Yeah, you use Magnet Man's magnet missiles on him. And then Top Man you can easily defeat too with just your weapon as well, with just your plain old Buster.
One of the hard things about Mega Man 3 is that in previous games there would be like a certain number of guys, and each guy would be they would form like a chain of strengths and weaknesses, and like basically you'd find a weakness in the loop, and then you'd find the next person in the loop, and you'd go around in a circle.
It's kind of like rock paper scissors kind of deal.
Yeah, I think that's what the game was based on. But in this game there are two separate loops, so you have to find like two guys that you can beat without using any special powers.
Yeah.
Like the first loop is Gemini Man, Snake Man, and Needle Man, and then the other guys form their own separate loop.
Yeah. Like with Magnet Man, you can also kill him easily with just your Buster as well. But yeah, you can also use Spark Man on him. You'll find out more when we get there. But here's one of my favorite enemies in this level: Garfield or Heathcliff, whatever. A giant cat who pukes up red furball things. You can use Hard Knuckle on him, and it's not too bad. Like most of the enemies in this level are susceptible to that, to Hard Man's attack. Plus, it just damages him by like I think double the damage. I think.
Actually, I didn't show what Hard Knuckle looks like, so I'm gonna do that.
And you can also direct Hard Knuckle if you hit up or down, make it go up or down, which is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes you can use that to hit enemies below you, or vice versa. So what's your favorite weapon in this game?
I usually don't use too many weapons. I guess I like Magnet Missile. And Gemini Laser is pretty cool too.
Yeah. I'd have to say mine,
oh, a Needle Man, yeah.
Yeah, Needle Man's is pretty cool because it's so fast. But I also like Shadow Man's because it's reminiscent of the Metal Blade from the
Mega Man 2.
Mega Man DOS. And here we go with Top Man.
He's probably one of my favorites because he was the first one I was ever able to beat.
Yeah, he's really easy. All you gotta do is dodge that and jump over his spinningness.
But he does like throw me off because like I always expect him to charge me a lot sooner than he does. He just seems like it takes forever to come over, and I'm never ready for it for some reason.
Yeah. Top Man just reminds me of like, I don't know, he just seems like one of the wussier bosses.
Yeah.
Like Top Man.
Spins like a pretty ballerina.
Yeah, and now we get, I think the ability Top Spin.
Yep.
And it's probably like the worst ability in the game, but you can use it for use it, well, I'm not gonna, you can, basically Shadow Man is susceptible to Top Spin.
I believe he's next, right?
Yeah. Well, just, yeah. In the next episode, I'll be taking on Shadow Man and Sparkman. But this has been Kenshin1913 along with
GhostyFilms
with Mega Man 3. We'll see you in the next episode.